Independence Day. In few minutes from now, we are expecting him on campus. Thank you very much.
हम वतन हम नाम है.
Very good morning once again, and as you can see on the screen, the dignitaries for the 79th celebration of Independence Day, Honorable Lieutenant General Dheeraj Sethji has arrived on campus, and we are now expecting all the dignitaries to make their way towards the main stage in few moments from now. Once again, I would like to request all the student friends and faculty colleagues to kindly ensure that they are at their designated positions. As you can see, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal and Param Vishisht Seva Medal awardee, Lieutenant General Dheeraj Sethji is walking towards the main stage along with the Vice Chancellor, Dr. R.M. Chitnisji. It is indeed our good fortune that we have the presence of General Officer Commanding-in-Chief of Southern Command of Pune here with us. My friends, our country, Bharat, is the land of timeless wisdom, deep spirituality, and unmatched cultural richness. For thousands of years, it has been the cradle of knowledge, giving the world great ideas in philosophy, mathematics, science, art, and governance. Our ancient text, from Vedas to the work of thinkers like Chanakya, hold lessons that remains relevant even today. Bharat's diversity, where many languages, faiths, and tradition thrive together. It is our greatest strength. In this unity in diversity that has helped the nation face every challenge with courage and emerge stronger every time, inspiring people across the world. Honorable Lieutenant General Dheeraj Sethji, along with all the other academicians, are offering their respects to all the freedom fighters who made the supreme sacrifice for the independence of our nation. Dear friends, Honorable Lieutenant General Dheeraj Sethji, along with Vice Chancellor, Chief Academic Officer, Registrar of our university are making way onto the stage. I request everyone to kindly be there at their designated places. My friends, since independence in 1947, Bharat has made remarkable progress in every sphere of life. From being a newly free nation, struggling to meet the basic needs, we have grown into one of the fastest growing economies in the world. We have built a strong democratic system, advanced in science and technology, and became a leader in the space exploration, and achieved self-reliance in defense production. Our agriculture has moved from security and from all the scarcity that we had to surplus. Our industries have expanded globally, and our education system has produced some of the finest minds in the world, those who have shaped the modern world. The journey from bullock carts to bullet trains, from handwritten letters to 5G technology reflects the determination and talent of our people. My friends, alongside the material progress, Bharat has also remained a moral and spiritual guide to the world. Our principles of ahimsa, which is non-violence, and Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family, and most importantly, Seva Paramo Dharma, the service is the highest duty, continues to inspire nations towards peace and harmony. We have led the global conversations on climate change, yoga, and holistic living, showing that true progress balances economic growth and environmental care. My friends, today, Bharat stands all not just as the nation of over 1.4 billion people, but as a shining example of resilience, creativity, and compassion, ready to lead the world into better future. In few moments from now, we will witness the 79th Independence Day celebration in the presence of Honorable Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth and Honorable Vice Chancellor and all academic leaders would be joining the celebration. Oh my God, I'll have to start this. I have to start this. Where are they going? Hitesh ji. कहाँ जा रहे हैं? मुझे शुरू करना पड़ेगा. हाँ? कौन? अरे मुझे शुरू करना पड़ेगा. आप यार टाइम से मुझे बटसन नहीं आएगा. अरे सर, होस्टिंग का टाइम निकल जाएगा. होस्टिंग का टाइम चला जाएगा. Where they are going? I request the parade commander to start the parade. Parade Savdhan. I now request all the dignitaries to kindly hoist the national flag.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
भारत माता की, भारत माता की, भारत माता की. Parade Savdhan. I now request the parade commander to kindly take the parade back. A very good morning and warm welcome to our chief guest of the day, Honorable Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth, Param Visheshta Seva Medal and Ati Visheshta Seva Medal awardee, all the student friends, my colleagues, Honorable Vice Chancellor and revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karat sir. Today we come together to celebrate the 79th Independence Day of our beloved country, Bharat. A proud moment to remember our long journey from years of struggle under the foreign rule on becoming a free and strong nation. This day reminds us of the courage and sacrifice of the countless freedom fighters who gave their all so that we could live with dignity and self-respect. From the days when Vande Mataram inspired millions to today when our national anthem fills us with pride, Bharat has grown into a country known for its democracy, wisdom, innovation, and commitment to peace. As we see our tricolor flying high, we are reminded that our real strength lies in our unity, our values, and our will to keep moving forward while staying connected to our rich culture. This year's celebration at MIT World Peace University is special as it brings together the spirit of learning and the love of our country. In the presence of a great leader like Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth, PVSM, AVSM, a decorated officer who lives with the motto, Seva Paramo Dharma. We remember the sacrifices of our heroes and vision of our leaders and the dreams of millions of people. The theme this year inspires us to work for peace, unity, and the progress, showing that the true freedom means building a fair, kind, and wise society. As Bharat continues to rise on the world stage, we promise to protect her, keep her united, and the work for her bright future, so that our tricolor always waves proudly as a symbol of hope for all of us. My friends, it is indeed our honor and privilege, and I would say good fortune of all of us, that we are witnessing this 79th celebration of Independence Day. I would now like to request revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir and Honorable Vice Chancellor to join hands as we felicitate and welcome the chief guest of today's session, Honorable Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth. I request revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir and Vice Chancellor sir and all other academicians to join in felicitating and welcoming Honorable Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth. A big round of applause, my friends. Let's make a huge round of applause. It is indeed our fortune to have a tall personality, the General Officer Commanding in Chief of Southern Command of Pune, AVSM, PVSM, Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth. A big round of applause once again to welcome the dignitary on the occasion of 79th Independence Day. I would now like to request the Honorable Vice Chancellor of MIT World Peace University, Professor Dr. R.M. Chitnis, to kindly propose the welcome address.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, we wish a very happy Independence Day of Bharat to each and every proud citizen of this great nation. On behalf of our founder president and UNESCO Chair for Human Rights, Democracy and Peace, revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir, on behalf of Executive President Honorable Dr. Rahul Vishwanath Karad sir, on behalf of trustee members, faculty, staff, and behalf of 25,000 students of MIT World Peace University, may I extend a warm welcome to our chief guest, Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth sir, AVSM, PVSM, and the Chief of Southern Command of Indian Army, which is the largest and the oldest command level formations of Indian military forces. Let's give him a big round of applause for making his time possible for all of us. Friends, it is a patriotic soldier who best understands the importance of the Independence Day because he knows fighting and dying for the country. Friends, we all love our country, no doubt about it. But how many of us will actually give our lives for the country? Maybe not many. But a soldier joins any of the military forces, Army, Navy, or Air Force, has already dedicated his or her life for the sake of the country. Last 79 years, those supreme sacrifices made by our freedom fighters resulted in the rise of this day when the British Union Jack was down and the Indian tricolor was raised on the pole on this day of 15th August, 79 years back. And that's why our founder president, revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir, always insists that our students should be physically fit, mentally alert, intellectually sharp, and spiritually elevated for the service of the Bharat Mata, the nation. The foundation laid by our founder president, Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir, has today grown into a huge tree, sheltering thousands of employees institutions, monuments, temples, hospitals. Friends, officially we call 15th August as the Independence Day of India, but our dynamic, extremely patriotic and nationalistic Executive President, Dr. Rahul Vishwanath Karad sir, has proudly started a movement to bring a much needed change in the colonial mindset of all the citizens. Dr. Rahul Karad sir appeals that we should address our nation as Bharat. We should address our nation as Bharat and name this day of 15th August as a National Day of Bharat instead of Independence Day. Bharat today is at the cusp of becoming superpower in terms of its rapidly growing economy, talent, youth power, exports, infrastructural developments, technological advancements, space missions, manufacturing and services industries, and overall prosperity in education too. At the same time, it is our duty to develop a real power that's of grassroots of rural India, which has a great potential in taking our country rapidly on the growth trajectory. And that's why, very aptly, this year's theme of Independence Day of Bharat, decided by government, is Atmanirbhar Panchayat, Vikasit Bharat Ki Pehchan. We should know that this year's theme of our country is Atmanirbhar Bharat, Atmanirbhar Panchayat, Vikasit Bharat Ki Pehchan. On this auspicious National Day of Bharat, we would like to dedicate the day to the brave soldiers of our country who are vigilant day and night for safety and security of every one of us. Not only that, but they have also put their life in danger in case of any natural calamities, may it be disasters, which is happening in Uttarakhand and yesterday in Kishwar, Kashmir, and terrorist attack like Pahalgam. We are grateful to Indian military services. And before I conclude, few lines as a mark of respect to the soldiers in Hindi. लाल रक्त से धरा नहाई, लाल रक्त से धरा नहाई, श्वेत नभ पर लालिमा छाई, आजादी के नव उद्घोष पे सब वीरों की गाथा गाई, गांधी नेहरू पटेल सुभाष की ध्वनि चारों ओर है छाई, भगत राजगुरु सुखदेव की कुर्बानी से आंखें भर आई। ऐ भारत माता, तुझसे अनोखी और अद्भुत माँ न हमने पाई, हमारे रगों में तेरे कर्ज की एक एक बूंद है समाई, माथे पर बांधे है कफन और तेरी रक्षा की कसम है खाई, सरहद पे खड़े रहकर आजादी की रीत निभाई, सरहद पे खड़े रहकर आजादी की रीत निभाई। तो चलो दोस्तों, माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, तो चलो दोस्तों मनाएं इस नए भारत का अभियान, तो चलो दोस्तों मनाएं इस नए भारत का अभियान। जय जवान, जय किसान, जय विज्ञान, जय अनुसंधान। जय जवान, जय किसान, जय विज्ञान, जय अनुसंधान। थैंक यू वेरी मच। जय हिंद, जय भारत, धन्यवाद। वंदे मातरम। भारत माता की।
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for those beautiful words and beautiful poem motivating all of us and reminding us of our duties. I would now like to invite and request the Chief Academic Officer of MIT World Peace University, Dr. Prasad Khandekar, to kindly address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Guest, Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth, sir, our revered Professor and President, Professor Vishwanath Karad, sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, other dignitaries on the dais, dear students and friends, a very happy 79th Independence Day. I would like to take a moment and brief our Honorable Chief Guest today the initiatives taken by MIT World Peace University towards the nation building through various defense projects that we have taken on this campus, sir. We have signed one MOU with RTRAC Shimla and we have been training military officers, particularly in the tunnel engineering domain, some of the officers come here full time for MTech Tunnel program. And we have also started some defense strategics PhD program on our campus. We are also, our faculty members are training officers in MILIT, College of Military Engineering, and we have submitted our proposal to Southern Command for training in network security and computer networks, sir. I would also like to mention, Honorable Chief Guest, that recently we have started working on two major projects which are applying AI technology for defense strategy, sir. The name of these two projects are Next Generation AI-driven Autonomous Surveillance and Response Network for Strategic Border Infrastructure and Threat Neutralization, a very important project for national security, and NeuroEdge Federated AI Models for Real-Time Cognitive Decision-Making in Edge-Based Combat Systems, sir. These are the funded projects by Government of India, and our faculty members are started working on these two important projects. Our students are also, you have seen the NCC today, and right from day one of the MIT group of institutions, discipline and integrity are the core values of this institution, established by our revered Professor Vishwanath Karat, sir. With these initiatives, I wish all the students and the parents who are sitting here a very happy 79th Independence Day ceremony. And on behalf of the entire academic fraternity of MIT World Peace University, I promise, Honorable Chief Guest, and through him to the entire nation, that we will continue to build our nation through our academic and research initiatives for the future. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And now, on the occasion of 79th Independence Day celebration, the students of MIT World Peace University, the MIT WPU Dance Club, and Indradhanu Club have created a beautiful presentation for all of us. I request them to go ahead and present their cultural program.
जग्गा जित्तिया ते मिलन बधाइयां जग्गा जित्तिया जग्गा जित्तिया ते मिलन बधाइयां जग्गा जित्तिया जित्तिया ते मिलन बधाइयां के आया है फतेह करके सूरमा सूरमा गमाने है जम्मिया एक सूरमा 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 सूरमा
वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् सुजलां सुफलां मलयज शीतलां शस्य श्यामला मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् जिद है मेरी दर्द चीर के निकल चुका मौका मिले तो करूँ मैं ये दोबारा जुनून की आग में उबलती मेरी कोशिशों को चाहिए ना कोई और सहारा
जग्गा जित्तिया ते मिलन बधाइयां जग्गा जित्तिया जग्गा जित्तिया ते मिलन बधाइयां जग्गा जित्तिया जित्तिया ते मिलन बधाइयां के आया है फतेह करके सूरमा सूरमा गमाने है जम्मिया
लोगों देखो देखो छा गया है आकाश पर अब तिरंगा, भरे भरे मन गर्व से है लहरा गया जब तिरंगा। लोगों देखो देखो छा गया है आकाश पर अब तिरंगा। ए वतन वतन ए माँ जननी, तूने दिया है जीवन, तूने दिए आराम। जननी तेरा प्यार है मन में, होठों पे तेरा नाम। जननी अब तो एक ही धुन है, आए तेरे काम। जाग जाग हिंदुस्तां है और जागी जागी हिम्मत है, रास्ते हैं और कारवां है और मंजिलों की चाहत है। जागा जागा हिंदुस्तां है और जागी जागी हिम्मत है, रास्ते हैं और कारवां है और मंजिलों की चाहत है। जागा हिंदुस्तां, जागा हिंदुस्तां।
What a beautiful performance. Let's give them a big round of applause, my friends. To all the students for putting up such a beautiful presentation. Thank you very much. I would now like to invite Mr. Prithviraj Shinde, President of Student Council of MIT World Peace University, to kindly administer an oath.
स्वातंत्र्याचे रक्षण करणे हे आमचे कर्तव्य आहे आणि आम्ही ते करणारच. जय हिंद.
Thank you very much. And my friends, it is now my good fortune that we have the presence of Honorable Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth, and before I invite him to address the gathering, I would like to request my technical team to kindly relay a small film made on life and work of Honorable Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth.
In service to the nation, few journeys shine as brightly as that of Lieutenant General Dheeraj Singh, a recipient of the Param Vishisht Seva Medal and the Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, is a serving General Officer of the Indian Army and currently serves as a General Officer Commanding-in-Chief, Southern Command. An alumnus of the National Defence Academy, Khadakwasla, he was commissioned into an armoured regiment on 20th December 1986. In his 4 decades of illustrious career, the Army Commander has held the distinction of serving in challenging command and staff appointments in varied operational environments. His command tenures include command of an armoured regiment, an armoured brigade along the western borders, a counter-insurgency force in Jammu and Kashmir, the Desert Strike Corps, and later as the General Officer commanding Delhi area. His notable staff tenures include Brigadier General Staff Operations of Southwestern Command, Brigadier Perspective Plans in Strategic Planning Directorate, Additional Director General of Weapon and Equipment, and Director General of Discipline, Ceremonial and Welfare, respected for his leadership, strategic vision, and care for his troops. He embodies the highest values of the Indian Army. On the occasion of Independence Day of Bharat, MIT World Peace University proudly welcomes a leader whose service inspires and safeguards our nation.
Please put your hands together, my friends, and welcome with a huge round of applause, PVSM, AVSM, Honorable Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth. Welcome, sir. The mics don't have enough height.
No problem.
Respected Dr. Vishwanath Karad, Founder, President, Maharashtra Institute of Technology of the World Peace University, Dr. R.M. Chitnis, the Vice Chancellor, distinguished members of the faculty, esteemed guests, dear students who are present here and are watching this program and event on an online mode, and all my fellow citizens, a very good morning and greetings on our 79th Independence Day. At the very outset, before I commence my talk, I wish to put on record my appreciation of the parade carried out by NCC cadets of the Institute, and my special compliments to the parade commander for displaying a very high standard of drill, as also the dance troupe from, I believe, the dance club of the institution. So my compliments once again for putting up this good show. On this momentous occasion, I feel deeply honored to share this dais today with Dr. Vishwanath Karad, the founding father of this illustrious institution and a UNESCO chairholder. A visionary educationist and social reformer, Dr. Karad has pioneered an approach that seamlessly blends science, technology, and spirituality into education. Conceived by him in 1983, this prestigious institute continues to flourish under the dynamic leadership of Dr. Rahul Karad, a young educationist, committed nationalist, and a staunch believer in the transformative power of youth. Today, as we celebrate the 79th anniversary of our independence, I am privileged and humbled to be here for the flag hoisting ceremony. It is indeed a proud moment to stand amidst such a distinguished gathering of future engineers, scientists, and economists who would be the torch bearers and will shape the destiny of our nation. Let me begin by reminding you all that Independence Day is not just a national occasion. It is a moment of sacred remembrance and reaffirmation. On this day in 1947, a civilization that had endured centuries of invasion, colonization, and struggle rose once again to chart its own destiny. Today, let us take a moment to remember the sacrifices of our freedom fighters who, with their courage and determination, lit the flame of freedom in the hearts of millions. Mahatma Gandhi, with his philosophy of non-violence, taught us that true strength lies in unity and peace. Subhash Chandra Bose, with his clarion call, "Give me blood and I will give you freedom," awakened the warrior spirit within us. Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, and Sukhdev, the young revolutionaries who bravely faced the gallows, became the symbol of youthful defiance against oppression. Bal Gangadhar Tilak, with his rallying cry of "Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it," ignited the spirit of nationalism. And we had Veer Savarkar, who said, and I quote, "The sacred soil of Bharat is my home, the blood of her brave is my inspiration, and the triumph of her will is my dream." I unquote. All of them were instrumental in galvanizing the masses towards the very cause of freedom. As we reflect on our history, let us remind ourselves that we are not just the beneficiaries of these sacrifices. We are the stewards, in fact. It is our responsibility now to carry on and preserve the legacy of this great nation with pride and honor. In the last 78 years, India has made remarkable strides in various fields. We have become a beacon of democracy, diversity, and development. Our achievements in science and technology, economy, and defense
are a source of pride for all of us. As we step confidently into the future, our gaze must remain fixed on a common and compelling vision, and that is a Viksat Bharat by the year 2047, a fully developed India by the centenary of our independence. This vision is rooted in achieving economic growth, social equality, cultural prowess, technological advancement, and an overall national progress. This is the area where progress is not just measured in economic terms, but in the quality of life of every citizen. A country where innovation drives growth, where diversity is celebrated, and where the environment is cherished. A Viksit Bharat is not just an inspiration, but a responsibility that each one of us carries. It is to see India emerge as a leading nation on the global stage and where every citizen has opportunities for growth. The dream is to build an Atmanirbhar, prosperous and socially inclusive Bharat leading the world in the 21st century. To that extent, it is essential to recognize the importance of military-civil fusion in achieving our national developmental goals. Military-civil fusion is not merely a strategic initiative, it is the cornerstone of our Atmanirbharta mission. The synergy between our civilian sectors and the military can unlock immense potential for innovation, infrastructure development, and societal progress. By continuing to integrate both civil and military capabilities, we can together move closer to the goal of Atmanirbharta, ensuring a secure and prosperous future for our generations to come. Talking specifically of Pune, the symbiotic relationship between the military and the civil community has been particularly exemplary. Often referred to as the Oxford of the East, Pune is not only a hub of education and culture, but also a city with a rich military heritage. The bond between the military and citizens of Pune is unique and deeply rooted. Our military establishments, including headquarters of Southern Command, the National Defence Academy at Khadakwasla, and the College of Military Engineering at Khadki, are integral to the city's identity. This relationship is built on mutual respect, cooperation, and a shared vision for progress. The military's involvement in disaster response, like the recent deployment during flood relief operations and community services, have fostered a strong and enduring partnership. Let me say this with absolute conviction: there has never been a better time to be a young Indian. Opportunities are expanding, innovation is thriving, and the world is looking at India not as a follower, but as a leader. Yet, with this opportunity also comes responsibility. The values of discipline, ethical conduct, social awareness, and respect for the nation must guide every step that you take. National development is not just about infrastructure or the gross domestic product. It is about building a society that is grounded in dignity, fairness, and collective well-being. If Viksat Bharat is the destination, then Amrit Kal is the journey, an era that began as we marked 75 years of our independence and which will culminate with India at 100. This 25-year window is not just a calendar milestone. It's a critical national phase that demands urgency, imagination, and unflinching resolve. And at the heart of this journey are likes of this very audience today, the youth of India. Finally, I wish to reiterate that as we celebrate our independence, let us also celebrate our potential. Let us honor the sacrifices of the past by building a future marked both by progress and unity. Let us renew our commitment to work together, leveraging the synergy of collaboration to achieve our shared goals. On this auspicious day, let us decide that the pursuit of Viksit Bharat is not optional, it is essential. And it begins now with all of us. With this, wishing you all a very happy Independence Day, and may our great nation attain greater glory. Jai Hind and Jai Bharat.
My friends, once again, let's give a big round of applause to the chief guest, Honorable Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your kind presence here today and enlightening us all with your words of wisdom. My friends, it's now time when I'm going to request and invite the founder and chief patron of MITES MIT Pune and president of MIT World Peace University and creator of the World Peace Dome, UNESCO chairholder, revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir, to address the gathering. But before I do that, I would like to request my technical team to relay the film on Philosopher Saint Shri Gyaneshwara World Peace Prayer Hall and World Peace Library, the World Peace Dome.
इक्कीसवीं शताब्दी में मेरी भारत माता विश्व गुरु बनने की काबिलियत रखता है. It will become a विश्व गुरु in the 21st century. उसका छोटा सा उदाहरण, छोटा सा सिंबल यहाँ बन गया है, ऐसा मेरा मानना है.
We have only two options. Either we live together or we perish together. It is in this context, this monument will stand.
We look at this magnificent dome. To me, this is not just the biggest dome in the world. To me, this is the biggest idea, the biggest message to the world.
This country has always propagated one thought, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, my dear friends. I must say that in the entire history after the independence since 1947, this is one of the unique steps towards the contribution of universal humanity. I appeal to the Vice President and Honorable Chief Minister to recognize this World Peace Dome as a structure of national and global importance and support to promote it in such a way that it evolves as one of the prominent tourism destinations of the world.
We should remember and respect like Professor Vishwanath Karad and millions of people like that, and remember the great service they have done. They should be remembered forever. That is also equally important for all of us. This is the message of this dome. This is the idea of the dome. This is the tallest, not only in size, but also in ideas.
Please put your hands together and welcome, with a huge round of applause, my friends, the founder and chief patron of MITES MIT, Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karad sir.
Honorable chief guest of today's function and all other dignitaries on the dais, especially I would like to make a mention a very unique words of wisdom spoken by General Officer Commanding in Chief, Southern Command, Pune. Very unique qualifications and the words which has decorated his life and worthy of his family. मुझे बहुत खुशी इस बात की है and I sincerely feel and really would like to express my feelings. It fills my heart with a sense of pride and pleasure when I stand before you, friends, on this Independence Day celebration, the 79th celebration. Friends, especially about this institution, he could find time from his very busy schedule and his colleagues accompanying him has really built up a relationship between the two institutions. मुझे खुशी इस बात की है कि भारतीय नेशन को in the process of nation building, his words of wisdom, what he spoke on this dais and gave you the blessings, shows the pathway of harmony and peace to mankind. किसी एक संस्था का, किसी एक इंस्टीट्यूशन का बारे में बोलना आसान होता है, लेकिन I am really grateful to Seth साहब कि लगता है कि ये एक रास्ता है जो 45 years back on this very campus, I still remember there were only 250 students standing behind that building for making a celebration to our tricolor. Friends, I am not here to address or advise you, but give a few blessings regarding our duty. ये तो आप सब जानते हैं शायद मेरे students especially, but especially for the guests and the accompanying officers, I would like to make a mention to you, friends. एक प्रयास है, winning personality development करने का यह प्रयास है. When I say winning personality, I think Mr. Khandekar said these words. We said that we would like to build up the men of physical fitness, mental alertness, intellectual sharpness, but the spiritually oriented person. And I am very glad that he could notice the moment he was standing before the philosopher Jnaneshwara. ये जीवन में एक सबसे बड़ी बात है, यह संस्था प्रयास करती है. You know that normally the science and spirituality are the two words which were taken in the little bit of wrong direction. And today we have the greatest pleasure that we have been trying to show the pathway of harmony and peace to mankind. सारी दुनिया के सामने एक नया विचार, नई सोच कि भाई सारा the whole world is having everything possible, but you know the situation that the world is facing. And when we have said that the यूनिवर्स की बात करें तो कौन सा रास्ता है भाई आगे चलने के लिए? कौन सी दिशा होनी चाहिए? You know the problem of what Corona stood for. Unfortunately, for the first time, the world, whether it is America or the Russia or the Britain or the India or China, they have realized, all the men of engineering sciences, research, development, that I think there has been some error or some mistake in understanding the philosophy of life itself. क्या जीवन की दिशा अपने माता पिता जो हैं, क्या अपेक्षा से आपको यहाँ भेजा है? What is the reason why we have come together? And let me tell you, friends, you have seen a very small, brief film on the World Peace Dome. I am not the maker, I am not the doer. But I have been given the inner vision or insight, and equally a foresight too. And we have been having in the known human history, for the first time, this institution has put up a model, a role model of value-based universal education system. ये क्या है भाई वैल्यू? कौन सी दिशा है? कौन सी दिशा में जाना है, कौन सी दिशा में जाना नहीं है? ऐसी सारी बातें, and I'm very glad to put it on record in front of our great guest, Mr. Seth साहब, कि जिन्होंने जो भी दो चार बातें की, तो पहला प्रश्न पूछा मुझे, बहुत सुंदर है, संत ज्ञानेश्वर का नाम और फोटो देख के या वो स्टैचू देखकर मुझे इसलिए खुशी नहीं है कि सिर्फ ज्ञानेश्वर ग्रेट है बोले. He has the deep rooted understanding of what science stands for, what spirituality stands for. ये अध्यात्म क्या है भाई? और जीवन का ये सारा साइंस एंड स्पिरिचुअलिटी. And when such a dome is being installed in the city of Pune, जहाँ पे आपने देखा होगा कि it is being recognized world over as a spiritually oriented scientific laboratory है. दिशा दिखाती है भाई. कौन सी दिशा है? दुनिया में the chaos, the confusion, the bloodshed, the massacre, the terrorism and horrifying violence, कितनी प्रगति है देखो, लेकिन आनंद या रियल सुख जिसे बोलते हैं, pathway of world peace, थोड़ा सा चिंतन है. I don't claim that I know everything, but friends, we have a duty to perform, to show the pathway of harmony and peace to mankind. Philosophers and Jnaneshwara to philosophers, scientists, Einstein. ये comparison नहीं होता है कभी. You can see all the books of sciences and all the educational fields. You will rarely find an institution trying to understand and create a new vision for the world community, for promoting the culture of peace in the whole world. दुनिया को दिखाने का प्रयास है. और it was in the year 1893 when the great noble son of India, Swami Vivekananda, had told the world that it is only union of science and spirituality alone will help to bring harmony and peace to mankind. दुनिया को रास्ता दिखाने की बात है. संत ज्ञानेश्वर की बात है, आइंस्टीन की बात है, Schrodinger and Penrose, the greatest scientists of the whole world. What they have said is now the time has come. The time has come when you will have to think of all the great nations, the wealthier nations. ये मत दिशा दिखाओ भाई हमको. And India has given this new vision, जिसके बारे में मैंने जो एक बार बोला, वैल्यू बेस्ड यूनिवर्सल एजुकेशन सिस्टम, शिक्षा की दिशा कौन सी होनी चाहिए, इसके बारे में जिक्र है. And the great noble son of India, Swami Vivekananda, when he had heard in or said in 1893, remember friends, we the Indians especially have a duty to perform and show the direction of what education stands for. And he had said that time, all the young students standing before, remember friends, he said, give me a few men like the one who is sitting on the dais. Give me a few men with the muscles of iron and nerves of steel. Look at Mr. Seth himself. Just give him a big clap. ये भाषा मेरी नहीं है, ये संत ज्ञानेश्वर की भाषा है. संत ज्ञानेश्वर, he said, Om Namo Jyadya Veda Pratipadya Jaya Jaya Swasamvedya Atmarupa. ये सिद्धांत है भाई. It's a scientific statement. It is not a blind faith. What is spirituality and what is science is the main issue. And with this angle, this institution has started a program of education which is called the Spiritually Oriented Scientific Laboratory. ये दिशा पहली बार शायद दुनिया में, जैसे विवेकानंद जी ने कहा था 1893 में, उसकी दिशा देने का प्रयास है. And we have been called by the world community as the spiritually oriented scientific laboratory. दुनिया ने ये मान लिया, देख लिया, वो अमेरिका हो, इंग्लैंड हो, चाइना हो, रशिया हो, any great nations money wise, and the method of using the power game. फ्रेंड्स, मैं आपको रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, मैं धन्यवाद दूंगा सेठ साहब को, और आप इतने हमारे भाई के नाते यहाँ पर आए और जो आपने संदेश दिया है हमारे बच्चों को, will help to develop their own personality, which is called as a winning personality. Thank you friends. Once again I congratulate Mr. Seth Sahab and thank him for coming here and blessing the students.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your words of wisdom, and you have always been and always be the Preranalay for all the students and faculty friends at MIT World Peace University. I would now like to request the Cultural Secretary of Student Council of MIT World Peace University, Ms. Akshita Saxena, to propose the vote of thanks.
देश की मिट्टी की महक ही हमारी सबसे बड़ी पहचान है और सबसे बड़ा गर्व है. A very frenetic morning to one and all present here. On behalf of MIT World Peace University, it is my proud privilege to extend our heartfelt gratitude to all who have made today's event a truly memorable and meaningful occasion. First and foremost, we express our deepest thanks to our distinguished chief guest, Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth, for gracing us with his presence, sharing his inspiring insights, and reminding us of the values of discipline, leadership, and service to the nation. Thank you, sir. We are deeply honored by the presence of our UNESCO chair holder, Professor Dr. Vishwashanti Karad, sir, our founder and chief patron, whose vision for education, rooted in peace and human values, continues to guide and inspire this university. I would also like to thank Dr. Rahul V. Karad, our Managing Trustee and Executive President, for his constant encouragement and unwavering belief in empowering the youth of our nation. A heartfelt thanks to our Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. R.M. Chitnis, sir, for his visionary leadership and continuous encouragement. We extend our gratitude to Dr. Prasad Kandekar, sir, our Chief Academic Officer, for his academic guidance and support in shaping today's program. A sincere thanks to Mr. Ganesh Pokle sir, our registrar, for ensuring the smooth organization and execution of today's proceedings. And lastly, to Mr. Hitesh Joshi sir, Director Student Affairs, for his dedicated efforts in fostering student engagement and making events like these possible for all of us. Finally, a warm welcome to all of our faculty members, students, and audience members. Thank you so much for your energy, your participation, and your enthusiasm. As we conclude, let us carry forward the spirit of today's event, a spirit of learning, a spirit of service, and a spirit of commitment for a better tomorrow. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you very much. And my friends, with this, we have come towards the closure of the celebration, 79th celebration of our Independence Day. Let us all stay committed and promise that we will make every possible effort to protect our nation, keep our nation united, and keep working for the bright future of our nation, so that our tricolor always waves proudly as a symbol of hope for all. I request everyone to rise in their seats and join me as we conclude this celebration. Bharat Mata Ki! Jai! I want it more louder and with full of energy. Bharat Mata Ki! Jai! Bharat Mata Ki! Jai! Bharat Mata Ki! Jai! Thank you very much, honorable dignitaries on the dais. Thank you very much, students. I hereby share that the program now concludes. Thank you very much for your participation in this beautiful 9th Independence Day ceremony. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.